Rest of you too, awesome.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Restov here and welcome back to my Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Tierlist series where we're looking at Zeon today. We're just going to jump straight into his class because I'm really enjoying making these videos. So, our boy, Zeon. He is the Guardian Commander, which is a defender class using a sword and shield. We're going to talk about that weapon, but I love sword and shields. I'm just going to tell you that. Alright, he starts off his talent art, Deflector Field, which is essentially just... Yeah, it's basically just a barrier that absorbs attacks while it comes in. It actually looks really cool. The only thing that sucks is it kind of like messes with the camera a little bit sometimes. But yeah, basically absorbs attacks and makes and puts him into the character into the awakening state, which boosts some of the other abilities. So you've got Shield Bash, which is essentially a good topple ability. Noble Taunt, which is a taunt, draws aggro. Falcon Swoop, which boosts damage when awakened, which is what you become when you use your talent art. You've got Grand Protection, which boosts block rate by 40% and then reduces the damage dealt by 15%. So, yeah, it's good for blocking, not so good for damage. And then you've got Imperial Sword, which again boosts damage when awakened. So, yeah, some interesting abilities. You'll note that there's no abilities on there that generate aggro, which makes it kind of difficult at the start, honestly. Because not having like something that specifically does aggro, you're kind of relying heavily on being able to taunt or dealing damage, and you're just not going to out-damage a fighter most of the time. So, the hero exclusive art specific to Zeon himself, Proud Eagle, which is, Proud Eagle, Celestial Strike, and Victory Shift, which again is just different versions of some of the other abilities. So, the class itself, I like it personally, but the reason I like it is because it's a combination of the class and the weapon. I really like sword and shields. I've always been a in any like RPG game I'll play, the first thing that I always choose if possible is sword and board, and then after that it's usually a spear, honestly. And we have a spear character that we're going to talk about, and I gotta say he is friggin' mint. Anyway, sword and shields, guys. So it's a really good class, honestly, because it does give some master skills. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to grab... Yeah, so you do get the Taunt and also the Shield Bash, which, in my opinion, are two of the best master skills that you can actually get for the Defender classes. So I really like them personally. I think... I think the class is solid. Again, it's nothing like spectacular. It's not the best tank. We already talked about Zephyr and how I think it is actually the best defender. I really like the class, but I think it's really let down, honestly, by the fact that it doesn't have any specific like aggro generating abilities, right? So it does make it quite hard to actually use specifically. Yeah, it is a really good blocking class. So if you do actually manage to get awakening and start blocking a lot, then it does end up being like really, really good. But you wouldn't want to use it pretty much without using Glow Ring or Mighty Beat, or even Flame Lord from the Seraph class. So, and because so it is a class that relies pretty heavily, in my opinion, on the master arts that you can get from other classes. Once you've got those, like Glow Ring gives you target lock, so you pretty much, when you've got your deflector field ready to go, target lock up that mofo, boom, hit yourself your deflector field, and then you're in awakening state. So it has some really cool stuff to it, but because it relies so heavily on master arts, honestly, I'm going to have to give it like a 2. Yeah, a 2. It's nothing like, yeah, nah. What do you guys reckon? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna say, nah. I'm gonna say three. I'm gonna say three. If you disagree with me, please let me know. But yeah, nah, three. I'm not 100% confident on it, but I'm gonna sit at three just in case. I feel like it has the potential to be like even better, but because it's good. I'm only making it a three because when it actually has those master arts, it's awesome. If it didn't get those master arts, there's almost like no point playing it. In my opinion, it doesn't do enough damage to like draw aggro manually, so you actually have to rely on being able to generate it other ways. Now, the part that I've been waiting for this, it's just so cool. That sword and shield, like honestly, I'm a sucker for sword and shields. I really am. It's it's so cool. But it's not only that, like the sword and shield itself are actually really cool. Like they're just really cool designs, and they look really cool on like all of the characters. You know, like the bluish blade, the bluish shield, just the whole design of it. In my opinion, I think it's look. I'm not gonna dick you guys around, okay? I keep it real with you. I tell you it's honest. I'm giving it a 5. It's just I love it. I love swords and shields. It looks cool. I really want to use it more. Like yeah. I it's the first time in the game where like Noah went from being a fighter, because I already told you guys I use Noah all the time. I was like, nah, sweet, I'm the tank now. Cool guys. Laters, you guys can do the damage and the heals. I'm the tank because I want to use my sword and shield. And I didn't really have the master arts on him, so I kind of was just like, there was a party of 5 and me. Well, I guess party of 6 with the hero included, but yeah, I think it's awesome. I love swords and shields personally, and I think the design of the sword and shield that they made for Zeon, wicked, absolutely wicked, great job. Moving on to his outfit, it's the exact same with his outfit. I think it's so cool, like just like the pauldrons, but even like the scales that he has on his arms and legs, just the whole thing looks really cool in my opinion. I'm looking at a picture now which will be up on the screen, and it definitely screams simplicity as far as like there's nothing super flashy about it, and that's what makes it really cool, right? It's just those little touches uh, with the like little scales with the blue light on it, which suits the sword. Yeah, tiny little like piece of chest armor underneath the, I don't know what you would call that, the jacket, the coat, whatever. I think it's jacket, shirt. It's just a really well designed. I'm gonna give the outfit a 4 personally, just because I think it's really cool. I have put it on other characters as well when I haven't liked what their other classes outfit looked like on them. I've put the Guardian Commander on it because it just looks wicked. Now, Zeon's personality. He just feels one-dimensional, man. Like, I wanted to, like, when I saw this character, I was like, yeah, he's awesome. But then it's like a broken record, eh? Like, all he talks about is farming. It's like he's pissed off at Lance, but he's friends with, like, Noah, Lance, and Uni, because obviously they're from Colony 9. He's from Colony 9. He's the new commander, but then there's Kite who thinks that he should be the commander. So like you kind of have to do these quests, and you train Zeon how to talk to people a little bit, being like, oh, you don't talk to him this way. You need to talk to him this way if you want him to jump on board. And I just feel like he's just way too like one-dimensional. Obviously there's heaps of stuff that happens to do with Colony 9 because it's like one of our protagonists' main colonies that they came from. So there's a lot of story around it. I don't feel like he adds too much to it. Yeah. he's just so worried about farming and creating food. And you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense because they've been cut off from the flame clock. They're no longer getting supplies from the castle. They have to forage for themselves. They're in an area that doesn't have a whole lot of resources. So they have to learn how to farm. But I feel like it was just the entire storyline is like, we need to learn how to farm. Okay, where should we put our farm? Oh no, the potatoes are rotten. Oh no, the new potatoes are rotten again. Oh no, there's animals eating our potatoes. Oh no, Kite's upset with me again. We better go and see him. Oh no, Kite's upset with me again. We better go and see him. Thank you, guys. You've solved all of our problems. Like, it was just really... It was boring. I gotta... Such a badass character, man. He's got a cool class, a cool-ass weapon, cool-looking outfit. Bro, where is the personality? And, like, again, nothing to do with, like, the voice actor or anything like that. It's just the story that they wrote for him is just friggin' boring. Like, it was tedious. That one quest where you have to go all the way to friggin' Colony Tau, get the potato seeds or whatever the hell it's called, bring them back, and then they're like, oh, blah, 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 we didn't do it right. Go back and get some more. I was like, oh, dude, that's the first time I was like, nah, I'm just not going to do it. But then I realized that if I didn't do it, yeah, it just, yeah. His personality's nothing stellar. And I mean, I feel like I've kind of already done the overall, but overall, I think he's a decent character. He's nothing special. He brings a lot to the party with his weapon, class, outfit, all that sort of stuff. So I don't think he's a character which I'm going to bring with me when when doing like the... Yeah, he's not a character I want coming with me throughout the world, like he's just... I'm going to take your weapon, I'm going to take your outfit and some of your master skills, and I'm never going to see you again, buddy. Have a good one. Like, overall, I didn't really like him that much, right? I like what he gave me. So with that in mind, I'm going to say overall is a 2. Yeah. So what we're looking at... So that's 15. Yeah, 15. Happy with that? That seems too high. That seems too high. You know what? Overall, I didn't really like him. Overall, I didn't really like him as a character. Yeah, 14. That makes more sense. Yeah. You know what's funny? Actually, I talked to you about this while I just place him where he needs to go. Well, he's going here anyway, so it didn't really matter. It didn't even matter. He's already 11 to 15. Anyway, what I was going to say was, I genuinely feel guilty about saying some of these bad things about these characters, right? Like, because when I think about it, someone took the time to design, write the story, do the voice acting, put it all together. I feel bad, like, shitting on it, but, like, yeah. And it sucks because a character like that has so much potential to be awesome, but you just turned him into like a farmer that just is so worried about his potatoes and he doesn't know how to talk to his subordinates, and like it was really bland story, just really bland story, and I feel like it missed the mark. I wouldn't use him for anything other than stealing that weapon, stealing that outfit, and using that class sometimes. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, if you agree, disagree, whatever. Like, I'm always down to have a conversation, and again, I'm loving what you guys are putting into the comments. So, yeah, take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.